at my days, Kylian Mbappe wants to leave PSG again. Why am I not surprised? The guy is a spoiled brat of European football. He's a spoiled brat of PSG, and in the Mbappe v Haaland debate, he is now losing by a country mile. He is ruining his reputation faster than I can say anything really, and he's just becoming public enemy number one in world football at the moment. He's more or less ignoring all his teammates. He's put a lot of his world-class teammates offside, including Lionel Messi and Neymar, and he's just more or less thinking for himself and not for the team. And it all comes down to the contract he signed way back when to stop him leaving in the summer to Real Madrid, which, not to bore you, set in motion a lot of other transfers to different clubs for other players. But Mbappe is a spoiled brat, and to be perfectly honest, he probably needs to get out of PSG to redeem himself somewhere else. But it has put Lionel Messi and Neymar offside. He's pretty much been ignoring Messi and Neymar in matches. He pretty much is more or less now on penalties, doing everything they would normally do. And legit, if it wasn't for Messi, then they would have lost to Benfica at home the other day, PSG. I honestly think Mbappe's just lost the plot. Like, what on earth are you doing? He's literally got the world at his feet, and he's got the ego of a 5-year-old. Like, come on, dude, stop throwing your toys out the pram. It's not the end of the world. Come on, you're like a global superstar. I think the problem is with Mbappe at this point in time is that he's decided to just think with the money. He's got so much money, probably more than a lot of us will earn in a long lifetime. He is a very privileged person to be playing for PSG, and what the hell does he do with all that? Fucking throws it down the toilet by acting like a complete knob and just doing things that don't make sense. Like, come on, dude, fight for the team. Be a team player at the end of the day. That's what I'm saying to him. Like, come on, dude. And you know what, Mbappe, you're a disgrace at the moment, and you know what, probably be better off leaving PSG and going elsewhere. Where he goes, no idea. But a lot of clubs have been touted. Liverpool, Man U, Real Madrid have been three that have been touted in recent days. But we shall see how this saga of Kylian Mbappe leaving PSG plays out. Liverpool finally get back to winning ways by demolishing Rangers in the Champions League and more or less ensuring qualification to the round of 16 of the Champions League. They went 1-0 down to Rangers thanks to a Scott Arfield strike early on, but goals from Roberto Firmino, Darwin Núñez, Harvey Elliott and a Mo Salah 6-minute record Champions League hat-trick swung the tie back Liverpool's way and ended with a 7-1 victory to take back to Anfield. Now all eyes are set on the weekend against Man City, the heavyweight clash in the Premier League, and we shall see how that game pans out. But Liverpool finally getting back to winning ways and looking more like the Liverpool of old rather than a shadow of itself that we have seen in the last couple of months. Everyone was on song, and Mo Salah, their talisman, finally looks like he's getting his mojo back. I don't know what's going to happen in the next few months, but we shall see how Liverpool do. Is this their turning point, or is this just another false dawn? Time will tell, I suspect, and I suppose we shall see how it goes. Lewandowski, what a guy. He single-handedly saved Barcelona from going out of the Champions League to the Europa League this morning with a last gasp header against Inter Milan at the Camp Nou. And to be actually honest, Barcelona almost found themselves in the Europa League regardless when Inter burst through in the very last minute. Only for the 20-year-old attacker, I forget who he is, I do apologise. Instead of passing it, he tried to take on the shot and Marc-Andre ter Stegen closed him down and saved it. But Lewandowski has saved Barca's bacon. For now, at least. There's still a couple games to go in the Champions League before the round of 16 teams are confirmed. Will Barcelona be part of it? Leaning on the no side, but they're still giving themselves a chance. It's in their hands. We'll just have to wait and see how they do against Bayern Munich and Victoria Pilsen. Chelsea, meanwhile, kept on their winning way, beating Milan 2-0 in Milan at the San Siro, and boy has Graham Potter turned this Chelsea team around. They look like a shadow, a good shadow that is, of themselves from what they were under Tuchel to now, and that's all down to Graham Potter, the mastermind of the Brighton recovery, and now it looks like he's getting Chelsea back in winning ways. Aubameyang and Jorginho with the goals, but they were helped by Fikayo Tomori's early red card, which reduced Milan to 10 men and more or less had them chasing shadows all afternoon at the San Siro. Aubameyang has come back to England with a point to prove after his, I would say, carefree dismissal out of Arsenal a couple of years ago. Will he be the player of old, or is this Aubameyang a false dawn? Only time will tell, but Chelsea look even better under Potter than they did under Tuchel, and who knows how far they can go in both the league and the Champions League. Reminder, they only won the Champions League a couple of seasons ago, so these guys have the European pedigree and they can still go for it as well. So I guess we'll see how time tells with Chelsea and how Potter goes with his next few games. Probably the biggest shock of Champions League match day 4 came from Maccabi Haifa, a small team from Israel who managed to upset the mighty Juventus 2-0 in Israel thanks to a brace from Omar at Zili and more or less put the Bianconeri out of the Champions League for good. Whether they are in the Europa League, they drop down to the Europa League, or are out of it completely, only time will tell. But this Juventus, they're very inconsistent at the moment. Win one game, lose one game. But not to take any credit away from Maccabi Haifa, they deserve their victory and credit to them and their team. They're probably not going to make it out of their group, but they might make it into 3rd spot. If they do that, it's a big win for Israeli football. And I guess we'll see how this works out. But for Juventus, another disappointing Champions League campaign. And extends another year that their drought of not winning the Champions League. They haven't won a Champions League since 1996, so that would make it 26 years now, if my maths is correct, of them not being able to win the Champions League, which is a disappointment, but at the end of the day, not my concern, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on another video very soon. Thank you guys, goodbye.